Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with a full review of a brand new 2-port USB charger with a hidden nanny cam inside. Now, this product offers a lot of advanced features that I'll get into in a minute, but before I do, I always like to start with an unboxing of any product I'm reviewing just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and that way you'll understand exactly what you get if you decide this product is right for you. And then I'll spend a little bit of time talking about the product because there have been a few nanny cams and spy cams and hidden camera products on the market. I'm sure you've seen clock radios and smoke detectors and teddy bears, and there have been a few USB chargers that have nanny cams built in as well. But this is a brand new product that includes a much better imaging sensor, which gives you a beautiful 1080p view with a really nice wide field of view. A lot of the other products on the market have a 720 view and they have a really narrow view, so if you don't have it positioned perfectly, you'll miss most of the action in the area. This one gives you a really nice wide view of the room and records some incredibly good video. Now I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's get started with the unboxing. So when you open up the box, you'll find the charger nanny cam, and it looks like any other charger you use. So you can plug it into the wall. You'll find two full-size USB-A ports. One of them is a 0.5 amp, the other one is 1 amp. So it's not the most powerful charger, but you have to remember the main reason you're buying this is because of the hidden camera right there in the front. There are no indicators on the unit when it's recording, and I'll get into how you can use it to record footage in a minute. But also included with the kit is an SD card reader, because this unit can take a micro SD card up to 128 gigs and it'll record on that SD card, or it can record to your phone over a Wi-Fi connection in the house or anywhere in the world. So it gives you a couple of different recording modes. They also include a little pick that you can use to actually pop the front of the unit off, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, and that's where the SD card is hidden. So to look at this thing, it looks just like a regular charger. You really wouldn't know unless you looked really, really close and saw that little dot in the front that there was a camera in there, and I still can't get past the fact that they're able to build a 1080p imaging system inside of a USB charger that connects over Wi-Fi to your phone. All right, the final thing they include is a full instruction manual, which explains everything you'll need to know about using the product, how to connect to your phone, how to connect it to the Wi-Fi if you want to use it outside the house, and all the other things that are really important about the settings and all the things you can do with it. All right, so let's start off with the recording capabilities. Like I'd mentioned, on the front of the unit, there's a little cover that pops off right here over the prongs. And inside there, you'll find the micro SD card slot. Now, you don't need to use that. You can use it without a micro SD card, but then you'll have to connect with your phone to the unit and record on your phone. If you have a micro SD card in there, it'll actually record to that micro SD card. And there are two different recording modes. There's motion sensing built in, where once the unit is set up and starts to record, anytime it sees motion through the area, it'll record 10 minutes worth of video. You can also put it in continuous mode, where it'll basically record all the time, and it'll actually, when it fills up the memory card, start again at the beginning. So it's sort of a circular recording pattern where it'll actually record over the oldest footage in the unit. And again, depending on how you're going to use this, you want to decide which of those two modes work best for you. But one thing I really like about it a lot is that I can connect to it directly from my phone with no Wi-Fi connection at all, and I can view the camera, I can take pictures through the camera, and I can record video from that camera as well. I can also connect it up to my Wi-Fi network, and that way if I'm outside the house, maybe I've got people in the house painting or moving things around or whatever, I can have it in the room and I can view that camera from anywhere in the world because of that Wi-Fi connection. Now, the interesting thing is, these are incredibly useful if you want to keep an eye on your home when you're not around. So for example, if you're worried about a break-in or you're worried about, I don't know, some kind of shady behavior going on in your house, these are great because you can plug it into a wall outlet and pretty much just sit back and record footage of whatever's going on in that room. And the thing I like so much about the company is that they've created a product that isn't obviously a camera. So when you plug this into a wall outlet, I mean, it looks just like every other USB charger that I own. It has two active USB charging ports on the front. Both of these, again, are USB-A ports. And again, they're not the most high power ports, but I wouldn't recommend using both of them at the same time. I'd probably use the 1 amp port if I needed to charge something, just so it looked like I had a cable hanging out of the front of it. And honestly, if you have two cables plugged in, you're going to kind of block that camera. So I'd probably use the one that's the 1 amp to charge my phone or my tablet or something else, maybe my earbuds or something like that. But essentially what you've got is a camera that's disguised as a USB charger, and that's really where the magic happens. I like the fact that they've included an SD card reader because I've got a micro SD card inside there. Maybe I've let it record for an afternoon because the movers are in or they're putting carpeting in and I'm not home, and I can kind of keep an eye on what's going on because, you know, you trust people, but every now and then something bad happens and then you're wondering, gee, where did that picture go? Or where did that wallet go that I left in my bedroom? Did somebody take that? So you've got footage now in the bedroom to see that scary guy coming in there, picking up the wallet and running out the door. Anyway, it's kind of cool for a lot of different reasons. And I'll tell you, I'm going to show you an example right now of it sitting here on the table, just recording me waving at the camera. And that's as good as your phone or even a small DSLR recording in 1080p. And I like the fact that, again, they give you this little pick here to pull the front off the unit to load up that SD card. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a very simple product to use. You plug it into the wall. It takes about 15 seconds for it to get set. You can add it to your phone through the application and talk directly to it, or you can configure it to join your Wi-Fi network, and then when you're away from home, if you open up the application, you can actually view the camera, you can take pictures, you can record, you can review recordings that happened on the camera. So it really gives you that peace of mind of knowing you've got a camera in your home that isn't blatantly obvious, and if something sketchy happens in that house, you're going to have footage of it right here. So I think it's a pretty cool product. I've used it quite a bit, just fooling around here at the house, keeping track of the dogs when I'm away or whatever. And I like it a lot. I think it's a cool product. So anyway, that's all I really had for today. Nice product, really easy to use, and I think it's incredibly versatile. And again, it's a brand new product this year, so they've really improved the imaging package to where you've got a really decent camera now in the room recording a really wide field of view in pure 1080p, great video quality, so you can review that on your computer and get all the information you need from whatever took place in that room when you were recording it. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy.